Hey guys, this is Andrew Bermudez. Today I'm going to be offering you a sneak peek at the new version of RateBlend that's be coming out on beta in the next few weeks. First, I want to review the current application, which you see on my screen. When you first log in, you immediately see the rent format toggles at the top of the screen. You can do per square foot per month and monthly rent. Then you've got our general information where you can input property address, who it's prepared for, and the property size and the rent type that you're analyzing. You also have a rent period section where you can put the number of months, the rent, the free rent, and then you've got a toggle here which never really made sense to me. And then you've got a concession section where you can put the concession name like tenant improvement allowance, moving allowance, new carpet, new paint, do the dollar amount and the quantity, and it computes its total and backs it out of the effective rent. The new version of RateBlend, which you're going to see on my screen here momentarily, there we go, is much more improved and streamlined. It's very intuitive. In fact, when you first go to the page, you notice that the rent format buttons have been replaced for the prepared for section. Those buttons that used to be here have been intuitively moved to the rent schedule section where it makes much more sense. They also added the ability to compute the rent schedule based on per square foot per year and annual rent. You also have the ability to include commission calculations in there, and they've much streamlined the concessions section from 4 fields. Now there's only 2 fields, making it much easier to compute that section there. So why don't we do a sample effective rent calculation on RateBlend. Let's say we're doing an analysis for ABC properties, and let's say the property we're analyzing is 123 Elm Street. Let's say the square footage is 5,000 square feet. The rent type is full service gross, triple net. Here's a neat thing to note. When you start typing in something in this section now, you've got autocomplete, which makes it much easier to just click, select that, and keep moving on your effective rent calculation. Now, let's say that I'm going to be crunching the rents for a 3-year lease in this section here. Now, I'm based out of Orange County, so we do everything in price per square foot per month. So let's do 12 months of base rent at $2 a square foot, and let's include 1 month of free rent. One thing to note is this effective rent section here is actually computing the effective rent in real time. You don't have to hit enter. You don't have to mess around with an Excel calculation or formula to calculate this. All you do is you put 0, the effective rent's $2. If you put 1 month of free rent, it recomputes it to $1.83. So it does that in real time. Let's add 2 more escalations. Let's say it's 10 cent increases here. Add another month of free rent. Let's say another 12 months. 10 cent escalation, a month of free rent. And what you see is a 3-year lease with 3 months of free rent equal to $1.93 a square foot. Now let's say, for example, I want to also include my commissions in this effective rent calculation. I click up here where it said enable commission, and let's say I'm getting paid 4%, and I'm getting a commission bonus of $2,000, and I include it here. You can see your total commission in this section here. What you can also see is the lease term and the effective rent after your commissions. Now, let's say I change my mind and I say, you know what, I don't want to include those in this calculation. I'm going to send this over to my client. So I can actually click on disable commissions, make it go away, and the effective rent automatically recomputes to the original effective rent before those commissions. Now, moving on to concessions, they've actually made this 2 fields instead of 4, so it's really easy. They've also added the autocomplete in this section here. So let's say we're getting new carpet, and let's say the lender's spending $5 a square foot in new carpet, new paint. So I just click on that toggle. Here's the concession, and here's my new effective rent after concessions. And let's say the tenant's also getting a move-in allowance, so let's select that. And let's say the move-in allowance is $2,000. So that's a flat amount. Keep it in there. Now, what we can do is we can actually print this report to send it to a client. What most people were doing in the past is they were PDFing this and sending it over to their clients. Now, there's actually a neat trick with this section that I want to show you guys. You can actually highlight this entire document here, and you can actually copy it and paste it on a Word document. Now, I don't have Word on this machine, So what we're going to do is we're going to paste it into this word processor for the Macintosh. And I can actually edit this. So let's say I don't want to include my commission section in this. So I can just remove what I don't want. Get rid of these commissions. And I can also point certain things out, like if I want to show the tenant that they're getting a great deal, their effective rent is $1.93, I can bold that. I can also increase the size, and I'm going to make it stand up by giving it a red font. And then what I can do with this is save this Word document or text document and email it, or I can PDF it and email it as well to whomever it's intended for. So this is the new version that's going to be coming out in the next few weeks, so be on the lookout for it. And I hope you guys like it as much as I'm enjoying testing it out. Thanks.